Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on. We gotta tap in with this situation with Ksoo's dad and Ksoo. If you didn't already know, I made a whole video on this earlier about how like Ksoo's dad was allegedly about to snitch on his son and like switch up his testimony, basically flipping on his son like 2 days ago. And it seems like he spoke on the situation. We're gonna get right into it, but before we do, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and let's run this up. So basically, his dad finally speaks on the situation, and it is like super, honestly, one of the craziest things that I've ever seen. Honestly, his whole meaning behind the situation is that he basically is trying to say that he didn't do anything, and if he were in the position and his son was in jail or his dad was in jail and it was completely innocent, he would do anything. He would take the time and like basically let his dad go free and say his dad had nothing to do with it. So let's read what he said. Basically his statement. He says, "If it was me and my daddy, Shaka RIP, in a situation like this, I would have been freed my daddy a long time ago, no matter what my consequences would have been. No justification needed, especially if he's a good/great daddy. That part. He could do more for me out of jail than in jail, prison. Who leave their daddy in jail to rot, especially when you know he innocent? I would have been stood up and said my daddy ain't got a fuck thing to do with it, nothing. You niggas and bitches out there in the free world talk that talk out there until it's time to walk that walks, facing life sentence. Free good/great dads. Yeah, I know y'all never do. Hashtag." Basically, that's his father's statement. In that type of situation, that is honestly crazy as fuck. I kind of get where he's coming from, because it's like the man is probably like in his 50s or late 50s, maybe even his 60s, or he's just old. And I'm guessing he's probably already did some time. So it's like, yo, let him enjoy the last of his life, you know, the last quarter century or whatever in his life. And like, on the other hand, it's like, yo, your son is in jail and really that's your seed, so it's like a lose-lose. But it's like, I'm guessing he's kind of insinuating that his son did it in that, because he says I'm innocent, but he never said his son was innocent. So he was basically telling everyone what was good. So it looks like his son's about to take this L, and it's about to be a pretty bad L, especially because his son decided to plead not guilty, even though they had all this evidence and video footage of him and everything all together. Like it's like it's basically a wrap at that point. Now they have a cooperating witness who's the person's father and shit. Like, man, I don't really know how he can beat this shit. And it's just like, you shouldn't have been doing that shit in the first place, you know? Like, that's kind of your own fault for doing that shit so sloppily, making music videos, dissing the ops and fucking vlogs. Like, it's not funny, but it's like the fucking like lack of accountability on your own part when everyone already knows what the fuck is good is like kind of like comical. But man, let me know what y'all think about this situation and shit. Let me know if you think that he's gonna be like, he's gonna go to jail or prison, or he's gonna beat the case, or his dad's gonna switch on him, because we already know that's what's gonna happen. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes sir, peace.